I'm Beth, and I want to unpack the new 3-week series called Blind Spots. Now, whether they're on your car or in your life, blind spots are dangerous because we can't see them. They prevent us from seeing something that could go wrong. And in life, we all have them. Most of us think we know ourselves because we've been ourselves our entire lives. But what we don't see is how other people see us. We don't usually know what it's like to be on the other side of us. But discovering our blind spots is one of the ways we grow as a person. This series is all about how to discover those blind spots in our lives and how to continue to grow as a person and in our faith as a result. In week 1, the bottom line is self-awareness starts with humility. We all have blind spots as people, personal feelings, behaviors, and attitudes that we can't see. So much of our inner life remains hidden to us, like our motivations, our desires, and how we appear to other people. And the opposite of blind spots? Self-awareness. Self-awareness helps us to know why we get angry, or why we aren't patient, or why our relationships are always a struggle. This week, we'll look at the life of David. Like us, David did a lot of good things, but he also made a lot of mistakes and hurt a lot of people. As we read David's words in the Bible, we see someone who understood his need for God to reveal his blind spots, and why we do too. In week 2, the bottom line is God uses people to help us see our blind spots. For many people, owning a car is the ultimate symbol of individualism. But like the car, our desire for individualism comes with a built-in problem, which is the blind spots. Because of this blind spot, we overlook danger, even when it's nearby. In the same way, our individualism comes equipped with a blind spot. Because we're so fiercely independent, there are often things we simply can't see on our own. We overlook dysfunction. We overlook our role in relational issues. We don't acknowledge secret sins. This week, we'll see that sometimes the best view of our blind spots is from the outside. We're going to look at the life of Paul. Before Paul became a follower of Jesus himself, he was actually a persecutor of the followers of Jesus. He needed someone to show him the blind spots in his life he couldn't see on his own. And in week 3, the bottom line is self-awareness happens when we're tested. Someone once said, doing good work in the world is oftentimes much easier than doing good work in our soul. When we think about our own lives, it's often easier to focus on the brokenness and the dysfunction of the world around us, versus paying attention to the brokenness and the dysfunction of the world inside of us. Knowing and understanding ourselves is one of the most difficult tasks we'll ever undertake as human beings. This week, we'll look at the example of Jesus. He knew that to be effective in his ministry, his motives had to be tested. So he spent time alone and learned to understand the temptations of his own human heart. And what Jesus discovered about himself will help us as we pay attention to the blind spots in our own lives.